This is the make or break day. We are here at Delicious Tuning with Miley, my original BRZ. And for those that are not familiar, this is a turbo setup on my BRZ. I've had this BRZ since the start of my channel. For those that are not familiar with this car, this is like my original OG car on this channel. I've had it since I was, I don't know, 18 years old. And today we're gonna try to crack 700 horsepower. Can we reach it? I honestly don't know. I think there's a couple limiting factors that might stop us from getting that number. That number really doesn't mean anything. It's just kind of an accomplishment of saying, yes, I have a 700 horsepower BRZ. We'll get into more of that later, but if you haven't seen this car, let me get you caught up to speed. This has a Pandem V3.5 kit on it. The car is currently on air, which is why we have such a high ride height at the moment, but we're about to throw on the dyno, so that's why it's up. Under the hood, we have a built FA20 with a JDL turbo kit with a Garrett 3076 Gen 2 turbo. Alright, so above us is our dyno graph from the last time we were here. We actually put down 522, which a little heartbreaking. I thought it was more than that. But our biggest limiting factor was our injector size. We were running about 700s and now we're at 13, so we nearly doubled it. So fueling should not be an issue. We have better spark. We also have a more reliable coil pack to be able to handle it, and we nearly doubled our wastegate spring. Actually, I think we more than doubled our wastegate spring, so we should be able to control enough boost. I just checked the Garrett 3076 that we're running is capable of about 750 wheel horsepower, so the turbo should be able to get us there. For those of you that have been watching the channel for a long time, you will remember Bill. Bill has tuned this, probably what, your 10th time tuning this car?
I have no idea, because I've been down at your shop a few times tuning it.
Would you say this is maybe the car you've tuned more than any other car? Probably not. But
besides my shop cars.
Besides your shop cars. I take good pride in that.
Paul's car down in Texas, the guy that makes like 700 horsepower too, he's probably close.
Okay. My next question for you is, what do you think we're gonna make today? So the turbo's good for 750, I just double checked. So the only real limiting factor I believe will be today would be clutch, but I think our clutch, I don't know, that's like the one thing I'm not sure.
600 foot-pounds of torque should hold that. Try to get 700 today.
That's what we're gonna go for. So that's, like I kind of told you guys, that's just kind of a number in my head that doesn't mean anything, but I just think it'd be really cool to say that we have 700 horsepower out of Miley. So wish us luck, let's get started. We've been running into a few little hiccups here and there because we're making more boost, we're running more PSI, and we keep popping off hoses. We just popped off this breather hose on top of the manifold, which we had to get a little hose clamp and really strap her down. And then we just had an intercooler pop off right behind the front bumper in like the worst spot to try to get to. So we're gonna clamp this back down, really tighten everything up, and give her some more runs and keep working at it. Okay, so we just turned into another issue. I didn't film it, but the car tried to do another pull and we're getting crazy boost creep. So we think what the problem is, we switched from a 7-pound spring up to a 17-pound combination. And we believe the 17-pound spring that we're running inside the wastegate is too big. We're running a Turbo Smart size 38. We think that it's just not enough to actually open and control that gate, so we went too aggressive. So what we're gonna do to start is we're gonna go ahead and just remove the 3-pound spring, so we have a 14-pound spring, and we're gonna try it again, and hopefully that is enough to be able to control it. And then worst case scenario, I just Ubered up the 7-pound spring from the shop, and we'll combine the 7-pound spring with the 3-pound spring to run 10-pound spring. Not sure if that makes sense, but we're jumping through some hoops to get this car set up right to make like 30 plus PSI, and it's taking us a bit or two to figure it out, but we're gonna keep jamming on it.
We're breaking up on cylinder 1, so we're replacing this guy, what's this guy called?
Coil pack.
A coil pack.
So when we're boost creeping to about 30 pounds of boost, this is trying to misfire a bit. So all the other cylinders are fine, it's just this one's starting to break up. But I'm pretty impressed with it being 30 pounds of boost is where it starts to have an issue. So
That's pretty good.
That's it, 30 pounds. She's still good. Put a new one in just in case.
Wait, we're not supposed to be at 30 pounds. I thought we were supposed to be
we're
at
not
7.
supposed to be. That's why we're changing the wastegate spring too.
Which I was going to get to. We have a 14 and a 3 is relatively hard to put on, so we just don't think it's opening up. So we're just gonna put 14 in and remove the 3, and then this on, call it good, and see if it does.
Did you put the hose on the right spot?
Exactly where I took it off of?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Making sure.
Yeah.
If it wasn't?
Uh-huh.
With us finally being in the holiday season, buying gifts and spending that extra cash can be really stressful. But Dave can help relieve that stress from you so you can enjoy this holiday season. Dave is the banking app that can help get you up to $500 instantly with extra cash. With Dave, there's no interest, no late fees, and no credit check, which means there's more money to buy those extra gifts right now so you don't have to wait for that next paycheck to come in. Millions of people have already downloaded Dave to get that extra help they needed with extra cash, and now it's your turn. So if you're in a pinch and you need that extra help, download Dave today at dave.com/TJ Hunt. That's dave.com/TJ Hunt. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, visit dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Thank you so much, Dave, for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to it.
Uber driver showed up. Uber driver, 7-pound spring. Dylan's got a better idea though. I trust Dylan.
We're doing a split spring setup. So we're doing a 14 and a 3 to make 17. But when we compress it, I think we're over compressing the 3-pound spring, so it has no room for the wastegate to actually plunge out anymore. So what I'm gonna do is just put the 14 back in, see how it goes.
Let's see what happens.
Please, Anthony, please don't let the world just see that. Please, God.
Anthony's gonna do you dirty.
I know he is.
He's gonna do you so dirty, Dylan.
So where this sits in here, the portion that sticks out of the wastegate actually sticks into this cap a little bit. So this spring is actually fully compressed before. Yeah, it's fully compressed, so there's no room for it to go. So it's an infinite spring, so it just won't allow the wastegate to open.
It just closes.
So I'm just gonna remove that and then put the other one in. It's a heavy spring, but we should be able to tune it from that point.
I think you need to lay on top of him.
Oh, TJ,
and push the spring in.
Oh my God, I need help, TJ. Oh my God, TJ, I need help.
We're gonna go to 14 or are we gonna stack 7 and
14. 4? I think it was compressing like all the way to there.
So
it just couldn't expand anymore.
It's just holding close.
So the diaphragm's just shut because it couldn't open.
All right, now we're ready to go. Time to fire back up. We just stopped at around 17, 19 pounds of boost on 91. We're gonna switch to E85 now. So now with E85, we're gonna try and step the PSI up quite a bit. Our goal is to get towards 30 or so. There's a few things that we're gonna have to just keep an eye on, make sure our fuel pumps can keep up with us, and we're really gonna keep an eye on our turbo and making sure that our turbo is keeping up with as much power as we wanna do. Bill says he's a little bit suspicious of how much the turbo is gonna keep up with the flow. Really, we're trying to aim for 1 PSI to equal 10 horsepower. And he was saying if you want, you know, he's like, I could force this thing to 700, but there's a certain level of uncomfortability that each tuner is okay with. He'll keep pushing as long as we give him the okay. So we're gonna see where it lays out. We're gonna see where she lands today. I'm still gonna keep my fingers crossed that Miley's gonna stay healthy above 600 plus.
Oh yeah, baby, let me get some of that nice juice, baby.
That looks tasty.
So right now on about 17 PSI on the 85, we're making around that 500 mark. And on 17 PSI on 91, we were making around that 430. So just on ethanol fuel, we're getting like 50 to 60 horsepower. Pretty cool how that works. So right now we just made 520 horsepower. This is about where we left off last time we were here. So any number now that we make over this 519 is gonna be an improvement with our spark plugs, injectors, coil packs, and new wastegate spring. After the last pull that you guys just heard, Bill turned the car off and he said, we're getting a lot of breakup in cylinder 1. His first question was, did you guys gap the spark plugs accordingly, which we know that we did. So we're trying to figure out what's giving us that breakup. And we know that we have brand new injectors, brand new coils, and we also replaced one of the coil packs with the new one sitting on the shelf because we thought maybe it could be the coil being bad. We replaced that, it was fine. We're confident the spark plug is gapped to where it needs to be. So then our next thought was like, okay, maybe the injector, but they're brand new injectors. And we thought, okay, maybe it could be leaking. which it's not. So we're kind of at a standstill. Bill's gonna make a phone call to see if he can have a friend help him figure it out, but we're all kind of scratching our heads right now. We're not sure what would be causing that issue in cylinder 1. So I don't know. This is, I don't.
But
So sad.
Oh.
No sé.
No. Hey, yo no sé.
Yo no sé. ¿Por qué no los dos?
Why not both?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You ever seen that commercial?
Yes, I have. Okay.
From the taco commercial, the girl goes, ¿Por qué no los dos?
Just touch it. It's fine. Play the game.
It is
Let's
now.
go.
Okay, so I'll keep you guys updated. We don't know what the issue is. Really fighting every which way, and right now we're breaking up when we go up to about 25 pounds, 23 pounds. When we were at that like 18 mark, we were having no issues, but now that we're going up, we're having issues in PSI. I know there's a bunch of smart Subaru people out there. They're like, TJ, oh my gosh, it's this, but you're not here right now, and I wish you were, because you'd be helping us out big time.
We just talked to Bill. He thinks the only thing that could be happening right now is some kind of compression seep, which would lead to either spark plug hole, not gonna happen, the direct injection seal, or ring gap or some kind of scoring in the cylinder wall. New motor, so that eliminates half that. So the only thing left is the direct injection system, which would be the injector seal for the direct injection. And it's gonna push compression because of the boost, the high boost, through the direct injection seal. So all we can do right now is try and supplement some of the duty cycle on the injection side from the pass-through versus the direct injected.
So we're gonna supplement it with port.
Port, that's what I was looking for.
Direct injection. So Bill's pretty much saying that he thinks that the direct injection seals are bad because we had not replaced those with the new motor. He said that this issue is common or can be common with this. So we're gonna test for the direct injection by taking fueling out and supplementing it with port. And hopefully if we can see an increase or see a better pull, a healthier pull, then we can kind of at least give us the idea that it's probably something direct injection related, and then we can go ahead and fix that and then come back. Or at this point, if it's just that, I think that's the sign to just do a JZ swap. So
yeah,
we'll probably just pull this whole motor out and get rid of it, and we'll list it for sale, and then you guys can DM Dylan and try to buy it, because every day I'm just like, maybe we should just JZ swap it. It would be a good swap.
Why don't you just Flintstone it? Get the engine bay started.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut a hole in the floor.
Bill said that this was happening to an extent last time, but it wasn't that big of a deal because it was less boost. But now that we're trying to run big boost, it's more noticeable because there's more pressure.
We're gonna run it back. We're gonna see if we can fix it. We tried. It's not over yet. Proud of Miley. Need to give her a few more refreshments. Or if this video gets 25,000 likes, I'll just JZ swap the car and we'll call it even, and we don't need to mess with an FA20 anymore. Put this back down. All right, well, I want to thank Bill from Delicious Tuning. If you guys have a Subaru, if you have a BRZ, if you have an STI, if you have a WRX, Bill makes so many amazing products, one of which we're actually going to be tossing on the car because we were having an issue today, and that is a separator. Bill offers tons of products like flex fuel kits, carb legal tunes, so many different items, and a lot of, Calvin actually has...
Restocking.
Not restocking.
Please, dude, they're kind of...
These are OG. I don't know if you guys have been noticing, Calvin's been wearing this jacket from like, I don't even know,
Is this old?
2016.
Is this old?
That's old? What do you mean? Yeah, that's like 6 years old.
Oh.
But we've been working with Bill for how many years now, Calf?
Oh, since the beginning.
The very,
2013.
Bill was actually the first person to
believe in us
and sponsor parts.
Bill first.
Wait, you were. You literally were.
Yeah.
You were the first person that was actually...
Like 20,000 followers back then?
Something like that. But the first video I actually ever filmed with you was doing an 85
at my shop.
Kit at your shop, and I came after school and it was like dark outside.
Actually, the one before that was when you actually drove my BRZ.
Oh yeah, the Craftworks supercharger.
Innovate.
Not
Craftworks.
Not Craft. Sorry, Innovate supercharger. Sorry.
Great.
I'm gonna leave the link down below to listen to and check it out. Tons of products, mad love. So check it out down below. We'll be back here. Dylan has a list of the parts that we need. It's all simple stuff. We're actually gonna upload the fueling system too if the next time we come around, but oh, Miley, next time. We'll get him next time. So we're pretty much right where we left off from the last session. I think we're at like just over 500 to the wheels. It's enjoyable, it's fun. It's definitely not that like scare factor that I want for this car. We'll do one pull just to enjoy it. We're actually heading over to the Hunt & Co office, which is right next to this location, which is awesome. We have a bunch of orders to pack. That's neither here nor there. Let's give it a little pull.
It feels pretty pissed in a good way.
Yeah,
You went back to the 522?
Yeah, it's at like 5 or something now. I just ate a huge rock.
Yeah, heard
like
that.
it's quick, but it's not like.
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it's. Oh, I'm on the wrong map.
Let's see. That's better. That's better.
There it was.
That's better.
I was like, what? I was like, oh, okay.
Holy shit.
I don't know if they saw that on camera, but
the rear stepped out a little bit. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
That felt fun. The last one felt fucking good. Dude, we were not ready for it. We were like, oh, it's gonna be a step up.
I wasn't ready for it, but it's funny. The moment it hit 45 is when it stepped out, and that's where I don't know, Anthony, if you could show a little snippet from the dyno graph. At 45 is where it like jumps like 150 horsepower in the graph. So.
Also where torque falls off.
Yes, also where just boxer things.
Yeah,
but anyways, it's peppy, it's good. There's an extra 100 horsepower or so just waiting for us.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get her off.
We just have to adjust some factory parts and do some maintenance, and that's about it. And then maybe fueling, and then maybe the turbo runs out. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
I didn't film any of the packing, but we've been packing for the last like 3.5, 4 hours. There are so many orders to get through. We were able to fill up that huge crate, this huge crate, most of this crate, and most of this crate. I just want to say a big shout out to all of you guys who have been putting orders in, and we picked the winner today for the Lambo engine cover. So shout out to Eduardo, I think his name was. It's coming in a huge package, so keep your eyes peeled. A little bit of a heads up, if you made it this far in the video, we're gonna be dropping a new t-shirt tomorrow, and that is called the British Racing Green Collection. It looks like this. It's super, super cool. Of course, all of the orders for this t-shirt will go towards the M3 giveaway, which is actually gonna be ending very, very soon. December 22nd, the giveaway is gonna end. So if you have not put your orders in yet to secure a spot for that, click the links down below and go check it out. I don't get cameras. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and keep moving forward. That's my thing. You don't say my thing.
Can I sign off?
Yeah, sure.